Your court television news starting now.
All right. Well, at least I get to start over. I was wondering why my phone was blowing up all crazy. It's like bam, 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 bam. And thank you, mods. I appreciate you staying on top of me and letting me know that was freaking muted. So let's start over again. All right. Just pretend like, hold on. Let's do this. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news edition of the NJCourts TV news station. I am your host this evening, NJCourts. And boy, oh boy, do we've got some breaking news. As you most likely saw in the thumbnail. Yes, as it states, Saint was arrested today, not to be mistaken, and has nothing to do with the previous arrest that we were covering, having to do from the arrest, a couple of days before Christmas, I think it was December the 22nd, that he's currently out on bond for. No, he was arrested again for a separate incident today. As a matter of fact, there was a clip, I believe it was on the Imagine Being a Janny's clip channel. We're going to watch it together. That shows on Saint's live stream, the police showing up. And then, of course, just like all these other supposed streamers, as soon as the content's about to start, he ends it. So, at that point, nobody knew what had happened to Saint. Well, I can confirm that he was arrested, he was booked, and it looks like he's being held without any bond, and I'm going to explain at least my opinion as to why I think that's why he's being held with no bond. That may change. But either way, we're going to look at his court information together. I have that ready. The mugshot that you're looking at in the thumbnail is not his current mugshot. That is one from one of his previous arrests that we've just used for reference. But I will submit a FOIA request like I already have. I've submitted so many, I got to just check up to see what I have already on Saint. But obviously, I need to submit a new one for the newest mugshot that's going to be available. So, give me a minute to just get prepared. This was kind of a last-minute thing. I wasn't expecting to go on a breaking news update today. Literally just found out about the booking information about 30 minutes ago. I was made aware about the clip that went on earlier today. And again, we're going to watch that together just in case you missed it. But just to give you a quick update, in case you just don't have a lot of time, Saint was arrested today. He was booked. and has been charged with a new charge and has another case number in addition to his previous charge in case that he was currently out on bond. Now, one thing to take in consideration, I'm pretty sure one of his bond conditions or post-release conditions was that he's obviously not supposed to get in trouble or arrested again. So I'm most likely certain that he probably broke that condition. And I can't confirm this, but I have a feeling, just because it would make sense, right? The court's just looking out for the safety of the victim. I have a feeling that they probably had some type of condition that said he is not to be in the vicinity or a certain distance from his girlfriend, aka Magic. So the police showed up. Obviously, if that's one of the conditions and it's in his record or information when they pull up his info, that could get him in some serious trouble. Either way, it looks like he's being held without a bond. That might change maybe when he goes in front of a judge. We'll see when his next court date's going to be. Unfortunately, I already did check to see the county jail that he's most likely being booked or was booked into doesn't have an online search where you can, see the booking record and or the and the mugshot and all the other information. But I will put in a request for that, so hopefully I can get some of that, and I'll share that with you as soon as I get it. Okay, so give me a minute just to get settled in. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to go live. I appreciate everybody joining me at this last minute update. Let me jump into chat. I apologize about the the start of the show. I honestly had a feeling that I might have been muted, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I wasn't. But thank you again for my mods for blowing up my phone and letting me know that I was. Another thing, if we have time, which we most likely will, I did finally start receiving some of my FOIA requests coming back. Okay, so I received some information having to do with the Brandon Q arrest/release. So It appears that some of the information that was stated about what happened after he was arrested was true. We're going to go over the report that was sent to me, and that'll pretty much conclude everything on that. Obviously, there wasn't any charges filed against him. This report will confirm that, and unless he gets in any other trouble, we're not going to be giving that jackass any more attention, okay? But I do have that to share with you guys this evening for those of you that are interested. We'll save that for as soon as we finish the breaking news update on Mr. Saint, a.k.a. Santino Smith. All right. So hopefully we got sound now. I think so because I don't hear my phone blowing up. Let me just get my other phone too. Actually, no, it's fine where it's at. All right. Okay. So let me get chat up here so I can say hi to everybody. Oh, shit. Don't even got my little screen going on back there. Jeez. Oh, 109 people. All right, I was going to say hi to everybody, but looks like everybody just wants to get to the breaking news. So let's get started. All right, so let's start with the clip. We'll just jump to the clip. We'll play the clips, just a 2-minute clip. Shout out to the Imagine Being a Johnny clip channel. I'll post the link as soon as the clip starts. And then as soon as the clip's over, we'll jump over to the Maryland Judiciary website, and we'll do another search for, same place I've showed you before on Mr. Saint's previous cases. Going to jump over, refer to the same website again, and we'll just go over all the information that's on there, okay? And then as soon as we get done with that, we'll jump over and to the Brandon Q, little bit of coverage, and I'll share that. Basically, it's their book. I would just call the arrest or incident report. Okay, again, he wasn't charged with anything. This will verify that, but this will be pretty much the last that we'll be discussing as far as what happened with that incident with Brandon Q. Okay, unless it comes up again or he gets in more trouble, which, well, we won't go there. All right. I apologize about my lighting. I usually have a little ring light when it comes to be evening time or nighttime with NJ, but I think for the most part, this lighting will do just fine for a breaking news update. Again, welcome everybody. I appreciate you coming out and joining me at the last minute, especially on a Friday night, Valentine's Day. Jesus Christ, 123 losers just like me without dates tonight. Well, hey, I guess we're all here together, so... I'm just kidding. All right. But happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you were spending it with a loved one, with yourself. Just kidding. Or a lot of us have, spend it with their little fur babies and get them little Valentine's Day gifts. And Valentine's Day has changed a lot from, the old standard Valentine's Day that used to just be for romantic couples, it's turned to be a corporate, well, I think it was originally a corporate holiday, but it's turned to just one of those ways that everybody can celebrate, even if you ain't married or have a girlfriend or significant other. But happy Valentine's Day, everybody. All right, it's Buc-ee's. So awesome beanie. I got it, as a matter of fact, on my road trip when we went to, I think it was when we were headed over to Georgia, when we did the Michelle Sabate, aka MGL coverage. I think it was on my way back. We stopped at a Buc-ee's. It was either on the way there or on the way back, and I actually did a IRL tour of that Buc-ee's, which was amazing. So if you've never been to a Buc-ee's, check out that IRL. Just go to my main NJCourts page, do the search for Buc-ee's, and I'm sure it'll pop up. All right, so let's get started with this clip. Thank you again for everybody for joining me at the last minute, and let's get going. Again, just to remind everybody, this incident happened today, so this has nothing to do with his most previous arrest, which we were covering. That was, I believe, December 22nd of last year. It was just a couple of days before Christmas of last year, okay? So, and if just in case you forgot, just quick little update on that case. It had been bumped up to Superior Court, since out of the 3 charges he was facing, one of them was a felony level charge. And because of that, no, not Superior Court. I kept saying Superior. I think it's either Circuit or Superior Court. Maryland's different. It's one of those states where they're different than like my state, where we go to like District Court once it gets more serious. But either way, it just went up a level as far as the court level because of the seriousness of the charges. It was transferred over to the new court, and I forgot when his next court date is, but we'll double check it. And that was my last update on that. Then he got in some trouble today, apparently. So here we are. So again, shout out to the Imagine Being a Janny's clip channel. I'm going to throw the link up as soon as the clip starts in case you guys want to check it out on your own. And here we go. I'm going to throw the link out now really quick just so I don't forget. And let's get this screen up here. There it is. Get it on full screen for you guys. Make sure you guys...
Saint up early causing that havoc.
All right, here we go.
Glaves, let me explain something to you, dude. Saint is the people's champ. What do you want Saint to do off of minimum wage, homie? Why don't you stop being a freemium viewer, Glaves, and motherfucking give me some money to actually do something cool? While at the same time, while you think you're cool.
Saint is the devil. God, dude.
Don't you commit S-word and fucking call yourself a goddamn burrito eater, dude? Nobody likes burritos, dude. Like, how dare you name yourself Glaves, dude? This is 2024 Donald Trump. We're shipping you off to fucking Guadalajara, dude.
Whoa, dude, that's not that cool. Allegedly.
Dude. Why don't you...
Not a white one. D-O-O-D.
Dude. America, dude. All they can do is bend and scoop and pick us oranges. Can they bend and scoop and build a goddamn fucking building? No. All they can do is...
Was she speaking that mouse or Mao?
Why are they banging so loud? I don't know anything. He's been aggressive.
Yeah, that's what dot police do.
He doesn't have a search warrant. I did.
Why in it? Streamers are supposed not to stream content.
So what is he banging for?
Content ruined.
This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for educational.
All right, there you go. Short and sweet. So basically the clip ends there. So that's where everybody was pretty much at. Nobody was sure if he had gotten arrested or not. And, well, let's see what happened. So we're going to, again, jump over to the Maryland Judiciary website. This is all public information that you guys can access. We've been here before, so you guys shouldn't be, it might be new to you, but some of y'all, but for most of y'all, probably familiar with this format and layout. I wanted to say thank you, mods, again. Thank you to the members of the jury for being here, and thank you to everybody for being here on the last-minute notice, just in case I forgot to thank those people. All right, so here we go. Let me share this tab here with you guys. So let me go back really quick. I'm going to start with the, let's go back to the main search page here. So when you do a name search for Mr. Santino Smith, a.k.a. Saint, this is what pops up, okay? So out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases, we have 1, 2, 3 open cases, which is kind of interesting because I know he just had 1 last time we had checked. He was going to have 2 with today's arrest, but I'm not sure what this third one's from. Hold on. So we got one from today. We've got the one. Oh, hold on. I think it probably has to do with just the fact that they obviously had to open up another case for the circuit court or the new court that it went to, which is, yeah, circuit court. But I'll double check. Maybe it's something I just didn't catch. Who knows? But either way, we're going to jump over to the one that's dated from here. I'm going to highlight here, February 14th, a.k.a. today's date, Valentine's Day. And boy, Maryland's on top of it. I can't believe they already have this updated that quick. Okay, I guess it's just going to have me do it timed me out really quick. So let me just do this. Search one more time. All right, here we go. So we'll jump over to the 14th. Make sure, again, you guys can see what I'm looking at. Excellent. All right, so let's just start from the top. You got the defendant information. You've got the next hearing, which is going to be a bond review, which is going to be February 18th. So that'll be next week at 1 o'clock. And it looks like the charge they have him booked in on is, I'm just going to spell it out, but I'm pretty sure it stands for malicious, but they have it as MALDESTPROP, which I'm sure stands for malicious destruction of property, with the value under $1,000. So I'm not too sure exactly what was destroyed. I'm not sure if some of you had been watching his stream from the start and maybe can give me a little bit of a backstory as far as why the cops may have been called. I doubt, obviously, it may have been magic because if he's got those bond conditions, both of them can obviously, get in trouble if she's not allowed to have him over, from his previous arrest, the one from Christmas time of last year. So it may have been the neighbors again, which allegedly were the same people that I guess had called the cops on him from the Christmas incident. So again, I can't confirm any of that, but it appears that he was charged on a misdemeanor, malicious destruction of property valued under $1,000. Okay. They currently have him on a hold without bond, and that could be because, one, he hasn't been in front of the judge, which he'll be in front of next week. Most likely it has to do because he's already out on bond, and he's now broken the condition of that release, or what they call a post-release condition. And it also could be tied into the fact that, like I said earlier, he may not even be allowed to be in the vicinity of the alleged victim, which would be Magic from the last incident that he was being charged with, okay? So, either way, we'll find out more from his next court date, which will be next week, February 18th, which I believe, that'll be next Monday. So I guess they probably don't do weekend hearings, is probably why they don't have him in an earlier bond hearing. Like, give you an example, for whatever reason, in Austin, Texas, they do bond hearings every freaking day. They'll do them at like 2 in the morning, okay? These are the jail hearings. They do them for, obviously, for whatever reason, I guess, to get people out of the system as quick as they can, if they're allowed to. But I guess in this case, he's going to be spending the weekend in jail. And like I said, we'll find out on the 18th. He may not be able to qualify to be bonded out. And say if he does get a bond, it still doesn't mean that somebody may bond him out, So let's jump over to the that one other case, the one that's got to do with his new, I guess, well, not new, but the charges got bumped up to the circuit court from district court, I believe. And then I'll verify that that's nothing new, that other case that I didn't see last time I had done an update on Saint. So let's just make sure we got all our T's and our crossed and our I's dotted here. And then I'll jump over to chat and we'll have a little discussion. And then, like I said, I've got some the incident report to share from the Brandon Q incident / arrest, even though he wasn't technically booked. Apparently, he was brought over to have a mental evaluation at one of the local hospitals there in Albuquerque. And we'll read to see exactly if that was true or not in that incident report. So as soon as we get done here, I'm going to be going over that with you. But let's jump over to, I know the one here. Let's see. So the one that's in circuit court, I obviously know that's the one that was his previous 3 charges from the December 22nd incident that they bumped up from district to circuit court because one of them's a felony charge. So let's jump over to that other case that's showing open, which it might, let's see, let's just click on it. I'm not just even going to try to guess. So that's the 14th. Okay, so let's see here. Whoa. Holy shit. What the fuck? Whoa. Holy shit. Hold on. All right, let me just read through this, man. This looks like this is something different, and I don't know. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it says offense date from February 3rd. So it looks like, you know what? Was that the date that he looked like he got? Remember, it was the date that he had stapled himself earlier in the day. He was talking some trash about me. And then I guess supposedly later that evening, he came on live again. Remember we did this update and he was all beat up? Let me go to chat to see if you guys remember. Remember? Just can somebody verify if that was the date? I don't know. I doubt he has the live stream up, but let's see. And I can always go back to my stream, but while I'm reading this, if somebody can maybe verify that, but it's showing the incident was February 3rd. Let's start from the top, okay? Holy shit. Let me just make sure all the incidents are February 3rd and nothing from today. Okay. And you know what? They might have actually warrant served. Yeah, okay, here's what I think happened. I don't think anybody called the police today. I think he got a warrant served. It says warrant served February 14th. So I think this warrant had to do with this incident on February the 3rd. All right, let's start from the top here since this is obviously something different. All right, so this is saying the event date was February 3rd. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charges. One is a felony, and then 3 misdemeanors. Or 4 misdemeanors. 1 felony, 4 misdemeanors. So starting from the top, we have a felony charge of burglary in the 3rd degree. We have a misdemeanor charge in assault in the 2nd degree. We have a misdemeanor charge in malicious destruction of property under 1,000, misdemeanor. Now this is starting to make sense from that, what we just read from the incident, from the arrest today. And then we have a disturbing, we have a disorderly conduct misdemeanor charge. That's charge number 4. Charge number 5 is a disturbing the peace / disorderly. And that was from, February the 3rd. So today, they just looks like, and again, I can't confirm this, but allegedly, based on, if you come down here, if you guys are looking at this same page, it says right down here, I just highlighted it, warrant served February 14th. And it says the arrest warrant was issued February 3rd. So I wonder if he ran and they, you know what I mean? Something happened and I still don't know what happened. Obviously, he looks like, let's see, what type of charges. It looks like, obviously he had some injuries to his face, and I said it looked like he got beat up. And there's some assault charges. I bet you, I wonder if he got in a little... well, not little, but in some, I wonder if he got in a fight or something, or an argument with one of the neighbors. Maybe the neighbor that had called the cops from the incident from Christmas. Because he was pretty toasted. If this is from that same day that he was stapling himself. And I wonder if he took off, ran, and then, somebody, either the cops were watching or looking out for him, or maybe one of the neighbors saw him go back to Magic's place, which one he's not even supposed to be at, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's jump over to chat and see what you guys have to say. Wow. So, yeah, I'm going to have to definitely... I wasn't aware of that incident till today, so I haven't put in a FOIA request for that information. I'm just assuming the story with the neighbors, okay? But obviously, he was charged with 5 charges, one being a felony. And don't forget, he's got the previous... Let's jump over to that case while we got everything up. The one that just got bumped up to district court, which I'm sure, or to circuit court. I'm sure this is going to have to happen with this new case now, or not new case. Well, yeah, because today was just them arresting him on the warrant. So from the case from the 3rd. So let's see here. Let's go to the case from December 22nd arrest. So, yeah, he had court scheduled for February 27th. So, my last update was pretty much was waiting for this court date to come up on the 27th. But obviously that's changed because he's got a bond hearing from this arrest that happened today on Monday. But remember, from that incident on the 22nd of December of last year, he's facing a felony assault in the 1st degree charge, a misdemeanor assault in the 2nd degree charge, a reckless endangerment misdemeanor charge, and a resisting and interfering with arrest misdemeanor charge. Bro, that's not going to look good in front of the judge because all these are assault charges and a lot of resisting arrest charges, okay? Basically saying he beats on people and he fucks with the police, all right? No bueno. No bueno at all. I don't think his magical, what does he claim he is, 10th degree Mason is going to pull him out of this shenanigans. Man, we'll find out, I guess, here on Monday what's going to happen. But again, I will submit some information. Obviously, it's Friday. We're going to be going into the weekend, so it'll have to wait for Monday. But I will start submitting as many requests as I can. I've already submitted some from the December 22nd incident, but I obviously need to submit some from today's arrest, incident report from today's arrest, and get the incident report, obviously, from the February 3rd incident to find out what the hell happened. Yeah, pistol whip, the first thing he needs to do to fix all of this is exactly what you just said. My opinion, stop the drinking, okay? How much do you want to bet that you could probably go back into this guy's last probably couple of years' troubles that he's gotten into, and I can probably guarantee you that all of them, 99.9% of them, when he got arrested, he was intoxicated and to the point where he was just fucking blackout drunk, okay? So, absolutely. If he wants to just change all this, the first thing he needs to do is obviously stop the drinking because he can't handle it. He turns into a violent drunk. He's got relationship issues because the same thing happens to his significant other when they drink. And it's just a mess, man. And obviously, it broke out of the household and into the public, okay? This is why I cover these individuals. Remember, I've always said this. I don't give a shit what these people do in their house, okay? I mean, it sucks to an extent because, a lot of us pay taxes and we work hard and yada, yada, yada. And it's, kind of discerning to see these people just sit there and waste their life. But whatever, it's their life. It's kind of the shitty and great thing about being born here in the United States, okay? But the bad thing is a lot of these people are starting to come out and into the public and now are starting to involve the public where the public are starting to become victims, okay? So, all right. So, and again, we have no clue what happened. Violet starts as, hey, NJCourts, Monday's President's Day, so court is Tuesday the 18th? Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, they don't have a court on President's Day, that's for sure. Well, I'm sure Saint's going to be hating President's Day now. Rat Andy says, when he showed up on Chicken Andy's RV, I modded for him, ran his record myself, and stopped modding for a month later. No way. And you know what? I've just been able to check his record on the Maryland and a few other states side. Who knows what, if he's got any other records in any other states, What up, Stroke Off? Wow. Man. And, and it's just getting worse, I mean, if you guys didn't catch the news on my last update, Trina Golden, which a lot of you are familiar with, was sentenced to, what did we say? I think it was going to be anywhere, with her good time, if she qualifies for it or gets any, between 15 to 17 years, all right? I'm going to say Saint, again, shit, who knows at this point how it's going to go down, okay? A lot of these charges could be pled. Some of these can be dismissed. But I have a feeling, just based on the fact that this guy got in some serious trouble, including a felony not too long ago, and was out on bond, meaning the judge told him specifically, you cannot get in any trouble, and probably told him you can't be in the vicinity of the victim. And he got arrested at the household of the victim, alleged victim, and was arrested for, what did we say, 5 or... Let's go back to those new charges on the 3rd. What did we say, 5 or 6 charges? So remember, you're already facing 4 serious charges, 1 felony, 3 misdemeanors. And now you're facing 1, 2, 5 charges with another felony and another 4 misdemeanors. So that's 2 felonies and 7 misdemeanors, I think, that he's facing currently. Yeah, crazy. Let's listen to that clip again. If you guys have earbuds, I recommend you put them in because you can hear Magic whispering. I want to see if I'm going to pay a little bit more attention and see if I can hear what she was saying. Because she says something about like when the cops are knocking, she says something. I want to see if I can catch that. As soon as we get done with that, we're going to jump over to that incident report I had just received today from the Albuquerque Police Department having to do with the Brandon Q incident that we went over not too long ago. And then I'll take some questions if you guys got in chat. Now, I was trying to set it up for tonight, but because it was just a last-minute show, I think I could probably do it, but I don't want to half-ass it. But just to give you guys a little hint as far as what I have lined up for our next court case update, I want to do a call-in show. So I have a few ways of doing it. I obviously now have an extra phone that I can set up a Google Voice number people can call and pretty much just set it up by the microphone and do it that way. Or I can probably, and this is what I want to go this route, but I didn't want to mess with it right now. I'm going to do it as like a test stream. But I think through StreamYard, I'm able to share the audio. And just like when I share things here, files here, but the same thing with Google Voice. So that way it's a much better audio, instead of it like being through the speakerphone. But yeah, we're going to set up, well, I already set up the number, but I'll put that out. That way, if anybody wants to call in with any comments, concerns, complaints, questions, need advice, want to give advice, you're more than welcome to call into the NJCourts TV show whenever we do call in. So we'll get that set up for next show. I wish we could have done one for tonight. That would have been interesting. But honestly, I think our next show will probably be an update from what happens on Monday. And I think once we learn more, we'll have a lot more people that are probably going to want to come and have a discussion. So let us move forward. But before we do, let me just check in with you guys in chat. Happy Valentines to everybody. Welcome to everybody coming in. Welcome to all the members of the jury. Welcome to all my mods. Thank you again for all your hard work, especially catching my technical fuck up from the beginning of the stream. Hey, hold on. We've got Simply Tony, who just became a member of the NJCourts. Members of the jury, Simply Tony, thank you so much for becoming a member and your support. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gabbles if you got them. And then we got Simply Tony, again, gifting 5 memberships to the NJCourts jury. So 1, I want to say thank you again, Simply Tony, for donating those 5 memberships to the NJCourts jury. And 2, I want to welcome the new 5 members of the NJCourts jury. Have fun spamming those new emojis you have access to. Welcome to all the new Jerry's. Thank you again, Simply Tony. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gabbles if you got them, please. Working on my radio voice. What do you guys think? Just kidding. All right. Let me see if I have some memberships to give out. Fuck, since we're all just having a membership party here. Give me 1 second. I think I got to jump over to, yeah, let's do it. I think it's this way here. I always forget. Nope, I got to go to the other page. All right, so I open up a stream, I think. Oh, yeah, before we move on to the Brandon Q, I just reminded myself, report. Let's take a look at that. We're going to listen to that clip again from the Saints live stream. So I got to open up one of my channels here. And then I go here. Oh, wait. Yeah, go to my channel. Okay, go here. I sure do. All right, get ready for a membership grenade. Incoming. Welcome to the 5 new members. Death Grip, Senate the Menace, Call Me Kate, Donnie Darko, Lucy Goosey, and Tammy Pooterberg. Hey, what up, Tammy? Long time no see. All right, here we go. So let's listen to that clip one more time. Just in case you didn't catch the link, I will share that with you guys again. This is coming from the Imagine Being a Janny clip channel. Let me just jump back over to that clip. All right, so here we are. All right, let me share the screen here. Get chat back up here. Oh, okay, thought I missed something there. Make sure I didn't miss anything on the phone. Where's my phone? Just before we move on to the clip. Cool. Thank you, Roofer, for reminding me. All right. Make sure checking in with the mods. Okay. And it was the 3rd. Thank you, Sunshinery, for checking in on that. So it appears that that date, that Saint, you know, remember we caught him on live. He was talking some trash about me, and he was stapling staples to himself. And then I guess later that day, he came on live that night or evening, and he was all beat up. It appears that that was the day that we did go live. So most likely, I'm 99.9% confident that that whole incident of him looking the way he did has to do with those charges that he was charged with from that night. Obviously, it appears that they didn't have a chance to arrest him. I probably am going to imagine he took off, and they served the warrant today to arrest him on those charges, and now he's in jail. You know how that works, Zooch? It gives it out randomly, and you don't have to be here. If you're here, I think if you're here at least once from like some, I don't know how far back. I don't know how it does it or the what do they call it? The algorithm for it. But I think it's funny too because it always catches a lot of those people that like to hide in the bushes. So I think it's hilarious. Got him. All right. Still waiting on that Ski Mask Andy membership to be gifted. All right. Oh, yeah, we're going to listen to the clip. That's right. And then we're going to move on to the instant report for Brandon Q, and then I'm going to call it a night. I've got a date with my right. Oh, sorry. That's too much information. It's Valentine's night, all right? Let's get it on. I'm sure, 160 you obviously don't have any dates tonight, so I guess I don't feel so bad. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Let's get that brought up. What am I doing? Okay. StreamYard, share screen. Oh, we're going to get fancy here in a second, too. On my new Samsung Ultra, well, I think you can do I don't know how far back you can go on the S. I think probably back I don't even know if it's just the S series, but there is a way now through the Dex program or platform that's on Androids or Samsung specifically, where I can actually share my phone with a monitor without getting in too much just bullshit. I am going to try to pretty much set up a monitor, a large monitor that will just be dedicated to chat. So now there should be no way that I am going to miss anything as far as messages, questions, comments, or concerns on the chat screen, okay? Because I can even zoom it out and blow it up. So we're trying slowly but surely trying to improve the stream, every stream as we go. So I hope you guys are enjoying the better quality of sound, audio, quality of video. Right now we're streaming in 720. Once I get the premium version of StreamYard, we can stream in 1080, or I might try to stream on a different platform, but I do like the StreamYard platform. It just goes very smooth with the way we do our show here on the NJCourts TV channel. So, but we're working on it slowly but surely. All right, so let's go back over to that clip. Again, shout out to the Janny Clip channel. Let me share that link with you guys one more time in case you guys want to check it out for yourselves later. And then we're going to rock and roll. If you have earbuds, you may want to turn up your volume. The reason we're playing this again is just to listen in and see if we can catch anything that his significant other, Magic, says or was whispering. All right, let me make sure I got my volume up all the way on the video. I do. Here we go. Make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. You can. Let's go to full screen mode. All right.
Causing that havoc.
Glaves, well, Glaves, let me explain something to you, dude. Saint is the people's champ.
Yeah.
What do you want Saint to do off of minimum wage, homie? Why don't you stop being a freemium viewer, Glaves, and motherfucking give me some money to actually do something cool? While at the same time, while you think you're cool.
Saint is the devil. God, dude.
Don't you commit S word and fucking call yourself a goddamn burrito eater, dude. Nobody likes burritos, dude. Like, how dare you name yourself Glaves, dude? This is 2024 Donald Trump. We're shipping you off to fucking Guadalajara, dude.
Whoa, dude, that's not that cool. Allegedly.
Dude. Why don't you
Not a white one. D-O-O-D.
there, dude? America, dude. All they can do is bend and scoop and pick us oranges. Can they bend and scoop and build a goddamn fucking building? No. All they can do is...
Was she speaking that mouse or Mao?
Why are they banging so loud? I didn't know anything.
That was the part I was trying to catch. I couldn't hear it. She's trying to say something why the cops were there, but I might have to run it through one of my editing apps and jack up the volume.
That's what dot police do.
She doesn't have a search warrant. I did.
Yes, they do. It sounds like Magic said they have a search
Streamers
warrant.
are supposed not to stream content.
So what is he banging for?
All
Content
right.
ruined.
This channel does not.
Well, apparently, I just saw a clip. Somebody had posted a comment on chat that Josh Block was apparently arrested in Japan. So before we move on to the Brandon Q incident report, let's see if they've got a clip on that. I just looking right now, and I see a few. I just didn't have a chance to click on any of them. So let me open up another YouTube app. I don't know what that's about. I do remember hearing something about, like, he was telling, he was talking about how he's going to be visiting Japan, and I guess, and I just thought it was a meme or a joke that, like, the prime minister of Japan, I think they have a prime minister, had stated that they weren't going to allow him to enter the country of Japan. So I don't know if that has to do with that or not, but let's tune in and see if we can find out what happened. So let's see. This is 26 minutes ago this got posted. So let's check out. There's a few now. Popular kick streamers think. Okay, let's start from the top and we'll work our way down. Let's see. All right, so let me share this here with you. Okay, so let's start here. We'll just start from the top and work our way down and see if we can figure out exactly what happened. All right, share this with you guys. I know a lot of the kick streamers are down in Japan right now, right? Mondo's down there. I think Ice Poseidon and his little crew of leeches are down there. So here we go. And shout out to the Nico Slanton channel. Let me just share the link here for transparency or transformative purposes. Here you go. Always mix up those words. There's the link. And here we go.
Josh Block was arrested in Japan. Josh Block is currently in Japan and he's wanting the full experience, including going through their jails. He was picked up by Japanese police after crashing out on people in the middle of the street. Because of course they triggered him by saying, "Put the fries in the bag." I'm not sure how Japanese laws work or if Josh is even out of jail yet. But comment what you think's gonna happen to Josh and like and follow for more unemployed news. Josh Block was arrested in Japan.
Like and follow for more unemployed news. All right, let's jump over to the next clip we had here. This is going to be from the Krusty Robot channel. Share the link here with you guys. Shout out Krusty Robot channel.
I'll never get this lens clean.
Put the fries in the bag! Yeah! I didn't see it. It wasn't me.
Who did? Did? I'm from the f***ing Bronx! Yes, you did! I need 400 grams a year! I'll f***ing murder you! I ain't 400 grams!
I know Joshua Block has his problems. I know Joshua Block needs help. But why do people insist on making his life horrible? Because now Joshua Block is facing up to life in prison for his threats against people, for threats of murdering them. So, ha ha ha, it's so funny. You make fun of a guy who has problems.
Moly.
You make fun of a guy who can't
with
control
the
himself.
facing
You just
possibly
continue
10 years.
to
I'm
do
gonna have to
it
verify
just
that.
for laughs. So funny. You're
All right.
so
I guess
hilarious. You're so
you guys got the
hilarious. But the
point.
real
So
winners
let's-
of society, like Jack
gotta watch the
Doherty,
rest of
Mr.
this.
Bass, you know, the real
But again, shout out to that channel for putting out that clip. Let's get this out of the way. So, yeah, I guess apparently he crashed out like he usually does in New York. Just the typical, and then, he goes and assaults people, which, maybe in New York he gets away with it because the people are in on it and shit like that. And obviously the cops don't give a shit there. But, I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with that in Japan. And I don't know who was his handler on this trip, but they should have known that was going to get him in some trouble because they don't put up with that shit in those countries, okay? So apparently he's in jail, and, this is not like the U.S. where you can just bond out, the next day. So I'll try my best to find out some more information on this. This is international, so I don't usually cover international stories just for the fact that it's a little harder to get public access because it's obviously a different country. But let's see what we can do. And I have a feeling that a lot of the big news corporations will probably pick this up because, it's Josh Block, What else is there to talk about? But check DM, it's the update on his arrest. Thank you, Sunshiny. Let me check that here. So it looks like we do have an update. Let me jump over to my Insta. All right, so it says update to arrest Japanese police. Okay, let's share this. Actually, I'm just going to read it. It's just easier that way. That's why I want to get this Dex Q thing going on with my phone and the monitor because I can also plug it into my computer and just share shit like that. You know what I mean? It's going to streamline the process a lot quicker. So I'm really excited to get that going here. But anyways, it reads this. Update to arrest. Japanese police release Josh. Threaten involuntary commitment. After handcuffing Josh following the most recent incident, Japanese police released him with a warning that further incidents would result in his hospitalization. This comes after bystanders intervened, explaining that Josh is mentally ill. Japanese people lectured him about how he's not in America. They said if he causes further trouble next time, they'll take him for a mental evaluation. So, looks like they gave him his one warning. We'll see how he does. You got to remember, most of us would just probably take off at that point from that country and not come back. But these guys sometimes don't learn, and they just push, and push this shit just for the content. So, but for those of you that are Josh Block fans, I guess that's some good news for you. All right. Let's move on to the Brandon Q report. I'm just going to go over it super quick, and that's going to be it. Like I said, I'm not trying to give this guy any further attention. If he does get any more trouble, sure, we'll probably cover it. But at this point, it appears that no charges were pressed against him from this incident. That's why I wanted the report, because people had reached out to me wanting to know if that was true or not, because apparently he likes kind of like Ski Mask Annie, and a lot of these other people we cover, they like to there's this saying I like to use, they like to pull a Pinocchio a lot on the stories that they tell, okay? But either way, let's go over the report. I'll just read it for you. It's a couple of paragraphs, and then we'll chat a little bit, and then we'll call it a night, all right? So, I should have that already ready to go. Let me just get that up here on the, who's this? Remove that. Present screen. No, not a video file. Screen. Share screen. Oh, stop screen. Present. Share screen. And let's see, where is this at? Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Excellent. Here we go. So anything that was, I mean, it's obviously public information. I just, for my own, the respect of just these reports, I'm not going to go through the whole report all the way down, just in case you're going, oh, you're not sharing it all. It's just because it does give out some of his personal information. But we will go over from the top and read about the narrative or the incident, okay? And then we're just going to wrap it up on the Brandon Q coverage. Fortunately, those are the type of people, even when it's bad coverage, they're narcissists, it's the type of shit that gets them off, you know what I mean? So, all right, here we go. Let's start from the top. So, synopsis. On January 23rd of 2025, I transported Brandon Quintana for a mental health evaluation. Narrative. All right. On January 23rd, 2025, I was dispatched to the above address regarding a disturbance. Comments on the call stated that an unknown male was banging on the door and messing with the caller's dog. Upon arrival, I was flagged down by a passerby who had been watching and recording the incident. He stated that the individual had climbed the fence and started banging on the door of the caller's house. As I attempted to speak with the subject, now known as Brandon Quintana, he was hitting the car and was not damaging any property. I asked him multiple times to leave the property, and he started to come over, leaned on the fence, and made various statements about wanting to kill the residents on the property and asked me to help him. I then asked Brandon to climb over the fence, and as he did, he fell onto the ground. As a result of his statements, I detained Brandon, handcuffed Brandon on the ground, and put my hands on his back to keep him on the ground. During the incident, Brandon made no statements of being hurt. It should be noted that Brandon was intoxicated and had claimed to have had multiple drinks of alcohol. Other officers arrived and assisted in talking with Brandon and the caller. The caller did not want to press charges and wanted Brandon off the property. I proceeded to transport Brandon to UNMH for a mental health evaluation. While at the hospital, Brandon made the statement of wanting to kill himself. My OBRD was uploaded to evidence.com. This concludes my part in this investigation. So, there you go. I guess according to Brandon, he spent the night at the hospital and then he was released the next day or left the next day. And that's when he went live on his stream and shared that information. So, but that does verify some of the information that he had said as far as, who had called. It shows that obviously, and I think I had mentioned that. Remember, I told you guys, he was lucky, okay? He was lucky, one, that he didn't knock on the wrong door, okay? He wasn't doing that shit at the wrong house. Very lucky. I'll just put it this way. He probably, if you were playing Russian roulette, that was the equivalent of what he was doing by banging and doing the shit, what he was doing in those houses, okay? So he got lucky that night, okay? And like I said, most of us Mexicans, we don't want trouble, okay? So those people don't want to go to court. They don't want to have to file charges, and that's what they decided not to, all right? So Brandon got real lucky. Okay, and, I'm sure a lot of people were hoping he, learned his lesson. Obviously, he probably didn't. I don't know. I can't speak on his behalf. But there you go. So for those of you that wanted to know what happened, that's the statement from the Albuquerque Police Department's own mouth. All right. I think that is going to be it, my friends. Oh, let me go to chat and see what you guys are up to. See if you guys have any comments, questions, any concerns. Let's go over here. All right, there's chat. Got my phone here. Make sure I didn't miss anything on the Instagrammers. Man, what a day. Josh Block getting arrested, release. Saint got arrested today, and then we found out that was because of an arrest warrant from another incident that we didn't even know happened. Holy shit. And boys, it looked like he's going to be facing some serious trouble. Man. Found out Trina Golden's now going to be serving a pretty hefty sentence in jail. I hope for some of these people out there that this could be a lesson to be learned, man. All right. Let me see. It looks like somebody had some questions because I see Sunshiner saying, addressing John Drinkwide. Well, I'm not on. I'm on it with NJ, and we will get more info than just off the fly he did tonight. So anything said that might be wrong. NJ has no issues correcting. That's why he prefers docs and getting info straight from the court sites and the police. Yep, that's why we do what we do. All right, so I think that's about it. All right. Oh, Josh Block. Well, that's like I said earlier. I can't confirm anything we were reading, and that's why I make that statement. We're just reading it from right now. Literally just got the news. I think that's what you're saying, Sunshinery, so thank you. All right, so I think that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I was just trying to see if there was anything else I could think of, anything else I wanted to share with you. I appreciate everybody, again, taking the time out of your Friday, Valentine's Day night to join me last minute on this breaking news update. Again, the best way to catch breaking news updates and all your NJCourts TV news is to have, one, be subscribed, and two, to have your all notifications turned on. That way you don't miss updates like these. But again, thank you for everybody that came into the chat. Thank you to all my mods for being here and all your hard work. Thank you for all the members of the jury, and welcome to all the new members of the jury for being here. Thank you again to, I believe, it was Simply Tony for donating those memberships, and welcome as a new member of the jury. And let's see here. What else? Oh, what do we have planned next? Well, I might be doing a live stream tomorrow. For some of you that may know or care, especially if you're into astronomy, tomorrow is I think it's what they call Plutomania, the planet Pluto, which is now not officially a planet, but for us New Mexicans, it's still dear to our heart as a planet because the guy that actually discovered it, Clyde Tombaugh, was originally from the little town that I was born and raised in here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So for a while it was Pluto, and then for whatever reason they said it wasn't a planet, although a lot of people still argue against that. But in celebration of that planet, I don't know if it's the day he discovered it or it's his birthday tomorrow, but tomorrow they're celebrating Plutomania, and they're going to start it off with a rocket launch. So I was going to maybe go out to the rocket launch and stream that. Really, I just want to test out the new S25 Ultra that I just got or picked up and check out how that the difference in the streaming quality and all that. And hopefully it improves. Then they're going to move from that location where they're doing the rocket launch to a different location where they're going to have a bunch of activities and shit like that to do. I'm a big space nerd, so I'm probably going to go for sure. I don't know if I'll stream it, but I'm pretty sure I will. But either way, we'll get an update on Monday. I'm sure we'll have a court news update that oh, wait, that's President's Day. So scratch that. Tuesday. Looks like that'll be the day that Saint will be having his bond hearing, so we'll find out more information as far as what's going on with that. And so most likely we'll probably do our next court update for sure Monday, but we'll probably do something fun over the weekend, most likely tomorrow. All right, so I appreciate everybody hanging in there with me tonight. What else? I thought there was something else I wanted to share. I think that's it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please hit me up on the DMs. You can contact me through the channel's email, or you can leave a comment on the stream here once it's done. What else? I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hold you too long. So, with that being said, don't forget to keep that head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. And most importantly, and especially today because it's the day of love, take some time to love somebody, even if it's yourself, all right? And I'm sure a lot of you already have, so. But I appreciate, again, you guys taking the time to spend it with me. I know it's a Friday night. I know it's Valentines, but we had, almost 160 people here today. So, again, appreciate it. And, again, shout out to everybody that came in the chat. So, with that being said, don't say I didn't warn you. Turn down them earbuds or take them earbuds out. I'll give you a second. NJCourts is officially out. Woo! That was a good one, Rio. Up here. Peace, everybody. Have a good night. And enjoy your weekend. If we don't see you this weekend, be safe, have fun, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good President's Day. NJCourts is out.